Hi class! Today we're looking at Chapter 5, Lesson 2, Solving Percent Problems Using Proportions. So, looking at this, a survey and poll results are often reported using percents. If a survey of 2,000 people in the United States and 204 said that they are left-handed, you can use that information to find the percent of people who are left-handed. So let's look at this. You can use a model to help find the percent. So here is 0 people, 0%. The whole is 2,000, that's 100%. Part is 204. So what is n? So just how we had learned about proportions before, we can write it as 204 out of n percent, nope, sorry, wrong thing. 204 out of 2,000 is equal to n out of 100. Right? So you know how to do your cross multiplication. So we have 204 times 100 divided by 2,000 equals, n equals 10.2%. So 204 is 10.2% of 2,000. So see if you can figure this one out on your own. What percent of 92 is 23? Okay. So I went ahead and put what percent of 92 is 23. So 23 out of 92. 92 is the total number, so it should go on the bottom, equals what percent? So equals x, and then to turn it into a percent, over 100. Cross multiply, x equals 25%. So finding a part and the whole. So looking at this, we have 20% of 55 is what number? So let's put it into a proportion, n over 55. So some number out of 55 equals 20 over 100. So I turned this percent into a fraction, so that we could then cross multiply. So 20 times 55 equals 1,100 divided by 100 equals 11. So 11 is 20% of 55. So suppose that we are entertaining a budget of 30% of your weekly wages from a job. You plan to spend $10.50 on a movie night. How much will you need to earn at your job in order to stay within your budget? So we're going to put 10 over what number equals 30 over 100, turning this percent just into a fraction. So cross multiply, and we get n equals 35. So you need to earn $35 to stay within your budget. So see if you can figure out these next two on your own. Come back to me when you're done. Press pause. So for the first one, you should have got 17 is 85% of 20, and 15 is 60% of 25. So remember this when you're creating these proportions. Anytime you see a percent, it's just that number over 100. 60%, 60 over 100. And then from there, you're just trying to figure out the total. So if this is giving you how many you have total, that's going to be the bottom number, okay? Okay, so now let's just look at this chart. Things for you to remember. So percents and proportions. So finding a percent, this is what you need to keep in mind, right? So what percent of 25 is 5? We put 5 over 25 equals n over 100. These are the percents, and those are the numbers. What is 20% of 25? So what is the number we're looking for of 25? 20%, 20 over 100. So n is equal to 5. And 20% of what is 5? 5. And what number is 20%? Cross multiply equals 25. This chart right here, it's also in your book, because it gets confusing when it says what percent of 25, or 20% of what is 5. To know where the places go, always you can refer to this chart either in your notes or in your book to be able to help you put those equations together. So tonight your homework is page 183, numbers 1 through 23 odd. Happy homeworking!